Hi, CCF. This is Star Bishop, here to work you guys out today. I'm here with my partner here, Luis Torres. Just wanted to go over a full body workout with you guys today. We have both been in this business for myself, 18 years, and Torres. 19. We want to make sure that you guys have a safe space to work out in. Make sure that the area is clear, that you have your mats, your weights. If you don't have weights, you can always use water bottles. And Torres is going to go into some other details with you guys before we start our warm-up.
Just be safe. If there's any discomfort, knee discomfort, back discomfort, stop. I don't know if you mentioned, but make sure you have something light to eat. Hydration, all those things are important. You know, water towel, water bottle towel, all of that. Comfortable clothing, Love Star shoes. You got proper shoe wear, proper pants. I wear shorts because I sweat a lot. You know, just be comfortable. That's the main thing. Be comfortable. Star explained it's a full body workout. We're gonna stretch at the end, and the beginning is more of a we call it more of a like an active warm up. Active is not. We're going to show modifications through the workout, you know, so don't feel frustrated that you can't do something, but just the key for beginners is to move. And then for the more advanced people is to try to challenge your ability. So we're going to try to help both levels of people. And then with that said, you'll start the warm up. Let's start the warm up.
Okay, so
the timer's over there. Yeah. Light jog, right?
Light jog.
Oh, the music. Make sure if you want music, sometimes music motivates you. It motivates me. So pick any music that you choose to work out with to get you going through the workout as well. So light jog and just a high knee up if you can't, because light jogging can be tough on the feet, on the ankles, you know, on your knees if you have weak knees, but really nice. I like this because it works on flexibility as well. On the legs, if you can't get that high, you just go where you can. And I like how Star has her hands up because it kind of helps you try to reach for that goal of really flexing the knee and the leg. Good job, guys. Keep it moving. Got about 12 seconds. You can always start your own timer. You can make it longer. You can do a minute and 15 seconds, a minute and 30 seconds. Just, again, that's for those who want to challenge themselves a little bit more. Straight leg swing. Just move it up and then hit the green. Straight leg swing. What was the modifications on these? No.
A lower one.
Okay, lower swing, right? And then we did the alternating. There's also alternating, because sometimes it's hard. It's hard for people to stand on one leg. Like, man, that's hard on balance. Oh yeah, that's what we're working on, trying to work on that balance. I think we also did a little walking one, like a little short walking straight leg swing. If you should have enough space to do, even if it's just this little bit of space of walking, it's not as hard as a one-legged straight leg swing. And for the individuals who have more flexibility, you're gonna, like Star had her hands up earlier, you can try to swing your leg up to the hand. That's range of motion, but please don't force that because we don't want you to pull anything. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple for most people. Abdominals drawn in, contracted. You'll hear her say that throughout the workout a lot. We're gonna switch legs. You just switch. Don't worry about what Star's doing. You're just gonna keep going, right? She gonna make sure she get that timer going for us today. Abs,
Always going.
abs contracted, and then you feel the glute contracting. If you're staying on one leg, you'll feel your behind contracting really well. Control your breathing. I'm ready to feel good. I don't know if they lowered the air today, but it definitely feels warm already.
I know, right?
Make sure that's a good thing to have a fan on. Fans help cool you down a little bit, depending on your cooling system at home, but do it in the morning or later in the evening. Sometimes in the middle of the day, if it's too hot, you know, if you're not used to the heat, could make you sweat more, make you work out harder. But that's up to you. Each individual person is different on the time.
Make sure you have your water with you.
I like these. Okay, where we going? Step touch, hands and feet together, squat together. And this is a more of a movement exercise. Yeah, let me stop that timer because the other one's going. Let me restart. Okay, so this is tough for beginners. I'm gonna grab some water bottles just in case you wanted to, or even a lightweight for more experience. I'm gonna go to my left, I'm gonna step, squat, touch my hands, and then come together, and then step to the other side, step, squat, touch my hands. And right now, I'm not going fast, right? Just taking my time. You know, there is, for the more experienced, I'm gonna go in front of Star a little bit. The more experienced, I'm gonna actually go behind her. The more experienced person might wanna step it up a little bit, right? If they have more experience, but you don't have to, right? You don't have to. Remember, if you're experienced, you can even increase your time or increase the repetition amount because we're still warming up. You don't have to push yourself so hard on a warm up. You gotta feel what's going on with my body. How does it feel? My shoulders are warming up, my legs are warming up. How's my body doing? Walkout push. Oh, this is a tough one, guys. Don't start the timer yet on this one. So on this one, Star's gonna show one version, and I'm probably we're gonna show a couple of versions. But just know, keep this one in your back pocket, save it for multiple times. If you wanna pause this video and do it a couple times, do it. So the walkout, you can start it now. Straight leg, yeah, do it on that side. Star's gonna I'm gonna let her do the swivel first. So walk out, you could just walk out. She's gonna swivel to work the core. Then she's gonna walk herself right back up. While I'm gonna walk down, I'm gonna make it a little harder and try the push up and then walk back up. For those who can't do a regular push up, when you walk out, you could drop to your knee and do that push up on your knee. You can even do a couple push ups, but the goal again is to walk yourself back up. Try to keep the legs as straight as possible. Let me tell you how hard that is to work on your flexibility. You'll find yourself bending the knees to walk yourself up and down, and that's okay. If you have to bend the knees a little bit, you bend the knees to walk out, and you can bend the knees if you have to walk up. As you see, Star's doing the swivel, so that's a different one. That's still warming up the upper body, both of us, but we're doing a couple different. You could turn off the timer. I'm gonna show it one more time. Walk out, keep the legs straight. That in itself is a workout. Walk out, walk up, right? You could do the push up, straight. You get a push up on your knee, or you can walk all the way back up and down. Now we're gonna go through our 3 exercises. So if you need a quick sip, take that quick sip, right? Take that quick sip. We'll take that quick sip real quick here. The first exercise we're gonna do on this strength round, your body should be warm, right? Your body should be warm, is a squat lateral. Do it the other way, squat and then lateral stand, squat, lateral stand. So squat first, squat first and then lateral with it. Why I want Star to do it, the other way was not wrong. Why I like her to do it this way, do it up, squat and then lateral up. And then lateral raise, squat and then lateral raise. Abs, glutes, shoulders, this is a full body workout, full body workout. Abs, glutes, and remember, she has water bottles. You can grab For those who have weights capable, accessible to weights, you can do your dumbbells. You can keep them up to the front. If it's too hard to lateral raise, you can front raise. Whatever's safer for the shoulder, right, guys? From there, we're gonna go to a single leg deadlift. Single leg, and we're gonna pick, hopefully you can do your weaker leg first round, right? And if it's too hard to do a single leg, I'm gonna show the double, but I'm gonna go on my weak side first. So single leg deadlift, you explain it.
And we're working out the hamstrings here and the glutes. He's coming straight down, drawing his stomach in, engaging the core. Straight back up. And for the beginners, that's a regular one. You want your feet shoulder width apart. You want to keep your butt pushed all the way out. Knees can be slightly bent. They don't need to be locked. And you want to reach out a little bit more, to the top of the toes for those who can. And again, this is the more advanced version. It's working on your balance. Only do this if you can. We don't want anybody falling. And again, back to the modification of it. See how he keeps his back nice and straight. Shoulders aren't shrugged. Comes up and squeezes the glutes. And only go down as low as you feel comfortable. The further you do go down, though, the more you're working.
Star don't like me. She didn't start that timer. I know she didn't start that timer. I know she didn't start that timer. I know she didn't. We're going to say that was a minute because I felt like that was a long time.
I just started. My bad.
Okay, we're going to bicycles. Bicycles.
Look, and you're not
Make sure you have, if you're working with someone, make sure that you trust that person with the timer. Or have a stop clock.
My clients already say I don't know how to count. So.
Evidence right here. Bicycles. So there's two versions of the bicycle. I'll start the timer. Well, started it already. Look at that. See how fair she is? She started already. So on your butt, V-bicycle, that's a tough one. I don't expect a lot of people to do that. If it might be easier to go on the ground, put your hands behind your head, and you can ride the bike. This is a lot safer. So please, no, on a serious note, I know we're joking around, but on a serious note, this is safer for the back. For most people, the V-up, the one that you're up, is a lot harder, more difficult, more challenging. So only for those who are more athletic and can do this, because you really have to engage those core muscles to hold your body up to be able to ride that bicycle. So a lot safer on the ground. Start at a little rotation. If you want, you add a little bit of rotation. You don't have to, but you can add a little bit of rotation. Man, all those core muscles are on fire. Fire. We're going back to the squat lateral raise. So if you are not advanced, right? If you're a beginner, please take a full minute break. Just want you to remember we have at least 7 more exercises. We're gonna repeat this round. During this round, you feel like, man, I don't think my legs are sore. I don't think I can squat. Just stay with the lateral raise, right? Stay with just the squat. It's totally up to you. Take a longer break. It's okay. Let's just go right to it. Squat, lateral raise. Squat, lateral raise. So squat, lateral raise. Squat, abs, glutes, shoulders, don't squat. So just do lateral raise only. So let's say your legs are tired, right? Just work on the lateral raise. Do the front raise, Star. There's a front raise, right? So much we could help you with here. So from the side view, make sure you have a good squat. Your arms don't go higher than the shoulder, right? You don't want to put any stress on the shoulder. Nice, smooth squat. I like Star squats. They're really deep, really low. She gets on those squats, but don't force. Everyone's flexibility is different. So if you can't get as low as Star, don't force it. Okay, guys? Just remember that. Always, and you hear us saying a lot, engage, drawing in those core muscles. That's a workout in itself. Just trying to draw in, control your breathing, and move your body. And I love what Star's doing. She's moving her shoulders in different fashions to work those shoulders without stressing them. Water bottles should feel good for now to start for beginners. or we go to single leg deadlift, right? I'm starting the timer. Single leg deadlift. I'm switching legs.
Okay, so again, he's going straight down, engaging the core, shoulders aren't shrugged, back leg extended as high as you can go. This is the beginner version. And this is still hard. It's not an easy one. And this is just a regular deadlift. Comes back up, squeezes the glutes. No hyperextension on the back. And again, back to the single leg. Only have weights in your hands that you can control. And yes, you can do it without the weights. Both of them. It's a good hamstring stretch. Keeping his knees not completely bent and not locked out.
See, that was a minute right there. What was the next one? Is it bicycles? Bicycles, guys. So back down on the ground. Back down, don't worry about it. Back down on the ground, you're gonna go to, go ahead, go. Bicycle, so show the harder one first, V up kind of position, and you're riding that bicycle. Challenging, guys, challenging. If you can, you're on it. If you want to, go longer, go an extra 10 seconds. We don't not forcing that, but if you want to, if you're experienced enough, do that. Modified on the ground, protect the back. Just ride the bike. I have a lot of people who rather ride the bike like this, safer for their back, but they're still focusing. Just that movement of the legs activates those core muscles. Again, here is where you're really isolating the muscle group and those core muscles. Start at that rotation, right? Rotation, now you work your obliques. External obliques, rotation. We rotate all the time, so it's good to work those muscles. The V bicycle, the upright one, you're not rotating much because that's hard in itself, just holding. And then if you want, go up and don't do anything, just real quick. They even just up and hold, that's it. Let's just leave it alone. That's enough. We're not trying to kill you. Even though we are, it's a tough workout. Let's take a full break and then we'll show you the next round of exercises. We're gonna start single leg deadlift row.
This is a bend over row. So you see how his elbows are locked in, shoulder blades are contracted. This is the more advanced version. And this is the beginner's version. Each time he goes back, you see how his shoulder blades come all the way back. You wanna make sure you're crunching those together. And again, knees are not locked and not completely straight. And back to the one leg. So you're really working your hamstrings, you're working your back, you work your shoulders in this one as well. Glutes are engaged, core is engaged. And again, when he does the one leg, you're also working on your balance. Be very careful when you're doing this if you have not done it before. And for practice, you could even put one foot down here. For the single leg, put your toe down and pull back up.
It's crazy because the hamstring really starts activating when you stay down there that long too. 2-foot lateral hop. 2-foot lateral hop. So you can start the timer. 2-foot lateral hop. I'll just start it. Star's gonna keep it going. 2-foot lateral hop. The hands will confuse you. That's the hardest part. As athletes, we use our hands to come up, but you don't have to. You can hop without using your hands. It's totally fine. Then there's the modify, because a lot of people can't hop out. So you have to kind of step out, squat. Yeah, I'll come next to you. Let's go this way. Step out, squat, and then step out, squat. And again, you don't have to use your hands. Some athletes will use their hands because that's just natural. Blocking a shot, making a field goal, whatever it is, catching a ball, athletes will use their hands. But most people will stay right here. And this will lateral hop. So you jump up, try to reach up. Block the shot, catch the ball. That's why I tell people, block the shot, catch the ball. Catch that ball. That's the main purpose for an athlete. But as you can see, heart rate goes up. It's hard to talk during this movement because it's an active movement. We decided to go to standing overhead tricep since we're already standing, right? So I'll let Star explain.
So elbows are going to be in. Again, feet are shoulder width apart. See how he's doing full extension on the elbows? This is really going to work the triceps. If your arms are wider, you're going to be using the chest muscles instead of the triceps. If you can't use 2 weights, go to 1. And again, you're going to keep your elbows in as tight as possible. That's really going to put the emphasis on the triceps. Now, if you can't do it because of your shoulders, we're going to go straight back, still isolating the triceps. Elbows come in close to you. And straight back, feet are shoulder width. And then back. Both of these work the triceps the same way.
Last one for this round will be an abdominal exercise. We're gonna go on the ground, just support that back and just go straight leg kick down. Okay, I got you. Straight leg kick down, or some people know it also as a reverse crunch because how you lifting your hips up. So be careful, don't rush it, right guys? Don't rush it, take your time. Most people will not be able to get too low, so don't go too low. If you have to keep that kick down simple, keep it at a smaller range. Keep it at, that sometimes is actually harder.
Yeah, it is harder.
You know.
You want me to do knees?
You could do a reverse with the knees. That's a little bit more challenging for those who want it. I like the way you had your hands. Sometimes people who have back issues, they have to support their back a little bit. So don't be afraid to put your hands, in that little low part of the back if you need to. And remember, if you could only do 10, 15, 20 seconds, that's all you're doing. Give yourself a little break, then do a little bit more. Everyone has a starting point. Your ending result is a minute, minute and 10, minute and 15. Trust me, a minute and a half of an exercise is a long time for one exercise to keep moving for that long period of time. That's why we average them out. Most people can handle about a minute. Okay, guys? That was 4 exercises. Take a quick sip, towel off, take a break. We're gonna try to get right back to that next round right away.
All right, so we're back for the second round.
Single leg deadlift. I'm switching legs, guys.
Single leg deadlift with a row.
Tell them weak leg first round.
Weak leg, first round. Keeping everything straight, everything balanced. This is the modification. And again, see how he goes back deep into that row? Shoulder blades stay contracted. Back to the one leg. Yeah, see, we need breaks too. And then,
Just for the back, really.
and then so to do a different modification of this, you can put one toe down.
I like this. Get the leg really.
Yeah, definitely gets the legs fired up, and it also gets you ready to go into that more advanced stage. By now, everyone's heart rate should be up. You should be feeling this. And back to the modification of it. You can do more than a minute.
2-foot lateral hop. So swing the arms up and over, 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 up. And then the modify, step, squat, step. And you can use your arms if you want. You don't have to, right? Step, I mess this one up sometimes. Step, because there's more modified, so you're still trying to get the arms to come up, but if you don't want to use the arms, you don't have to use the arms, guys. Controlling the breathing, heart rate will go up, harder to talk while doing this one. So challenge your abilities, 15 seconds. We're gonna go right to the tricep, right to the tricep. Remember the modifications, abdominals contracted, take your time. Hopping or stepping, your heart rate is gonna go up. It doesn't matter, right? Start the timer for me. Standing, overhead, tricep. Push it up, ma. There you go. Controlling your breathing.
Feet shoulder width.
See, we need help. Oh, squeeze your butt. I don't know if I did that last round. Contract the glutes. Helps you draw in.
That's a back tricep row. And this is for people who have shoulder issues. Ooh, those hops are good to you.
I'm showing off. Oh, the one.
You have one arm. Feet are still shoulder width. Elbows in a little bit tighter.
Don't force them. If you can, you keep them in, but if it's too hard, don't force them. I've seen some people, sometimes they go out here. That's hard, but try to get them in. There you go. Reverse crunch kickdowns. You're flying flat on your back, guys, immediately flat on your back. Your legs are gonna go kick down. Remember what I said about supporting that back? Put your hands on that back, support that back on the kickdowns. Try to keep the legs as straight as you can without locking the knees. Full minute. If you can do more than a minute, we'll be proud of you. Do more than a minute. Okay, guys? It's hard because right now you're tired, your heart rate's up. Now you're asked to work your core for a minute. It's gonna be tough, it's gonna be challenging, but that's what workouts are. They're not gonna be easy. There are gonna be challenges, but you can stop, pause, say, man, I need a break. Take a break. You can continue it at another time, okay? Just know that this is what, the second round we did this. So don't force it. Reverse crunch it, knees bent, straight leg. What can your body handle? Depends on your abilities, right, guys? So don't hurt yourself. The main thing is safety. If by the second round it's too much, don't do it. Let's take a full minute break, guys. Make sure we get you ready for that last round, okay, guys? Okay, guys, we're gonna go to alternating lunge.
So you want to make sure on this that your knees are going straight down as far as you can go. You want to keep your butt pushed out. And you see how his knees aren't extended over the toes. Very important so that you don't hurt your knees. Now he's going to do a walk-in lunge, which is more advanced, depending on how much room you have in your house or your backyard. This works every muscle in your lower body. It takes a lot of control, so don't do them fast. We're going to go back into the alternating, nice and slow. And again, just take your back knee down as low as you can go. And make sure the knee is not extending over the toes. It's going to go back into the walk. These will definitely get the heart rate up, which it should already be from this workout. And there we go.
On the ground, guys, if you have light weights or, again, the water bottles or gallons of water, make sure you start that time start.
I got the time started. So he's going to do a chest pec fly, floor pec fly, and this is going to work the chest muscles. Very controlled. Again, if you have a shoulder issue, you might not want to go back that far. So the modification would be just a half one, right there and back in. This is the easier version, but you want to go all the way out if you can. Full extension and bring it back through your chest. Make sure you're not up too high or too low. You want to go through the nipple line. Perfect. Straight out and right back in. Try not to do these too fast. If you see he's at a very slow, controlled pace, really working those chest muscles.
Last exercise on this round is gonna be the opposite arm, right? That's what it is. Opposite arm, opposite leg raise. Are you doing one full round on one side or are you alternating?
No.
Well, let's show, when we drop the weight, let's show both. We're gonna do an opposite arm, opposite leg raise. I'm gonna start the timer. Start's gonna use the water bottle. It's safe. You can use nothing, but you're gonna lift up the arm and then the opposite leg. You can stay on this full side because we're not using a heavy weight. So if you want, you can stay on this whole round for 1 full minute. Sometimes alternating, we won't show it just yet, but if you want to alternate, do it real quick, Star. We'll show without anything where you alternate. If you feel one side is just, it's getting too tired, it's too weak, please alternate. Maybe do a 30-second, 30-second. A more challenging will be to do all on 1 minute, one round. And then on our second round, we're gonna do that second round on the next minute. If you do the full minute, I will always recommend starting on your weaker side. Whatever your weaker side, whatever we do one-sided stuff, you wanna start on the weaker side, weaker arm, weaker leg. That's so important, guys. Always focus on engaging those core muscles. We're gonna go right into the walking lunge. I'm gonna start that time and I'll give you no break this round. Walking lunge, unless you need it, Walking lunge or I like the weights. You could do the weights too.
We're gonna add some weights.
See, being a trainer, she didn't lose nothing.
Victoria's a little bit more of a challenge.
I see how it is. She's like, I'm taking it too easy.
But you don't have to have weights. He just has to.
No. Thank you. And then we'll do the alternating.
Alternating again. Knees not extending past the toes. Really engaging that core so that you keep your balance. Walking again. And show them how to do a double dip lunge. This is for...
So it's this way, like this?
There.
1,
2,
and
up.
Switch. You doing switching?
Yeah, switch.
We just throw, you want to give me the bonus stuff, huh? I just see how it is. I just see all the love here. This is all love. I'm just kidding, I love it. Chest fly, right?
Chest fly.
from the chest fly, show a chest press after real quick, and I'll show that so they can have both.
So we're gonna do 2 then. We'll do the chest fly and then the chest press. You guys are almost towards the end.
Did you start the time?
No.
That's okay on this round because I wanted to show the chest press too, which is this way.
So that went up. It's just a little extra time. It's just extra love in there.
Oh, I love it.
Chest press, again, we're working the chest in both exercises, just in a different format. Back to the fly. And you could actually mix these up and do them together, like he's doing. Good job. Full extension. When you come up, it's all the way. You see how he's on his heels too? That's engaging the core a little bit. You come up with your legs all the way engaging the core along with the chest at the same time. And again, if you don't have weights, you can use water bottles. Okay. Yeah, just use this.
I'll just do it real quick. I'm always getting the more than a minute. This is what I get. I always give people more than a minute. Now I get more than a minute. Just in case you don't have the weights, please, everyone's accessible to waters right now. What's the last one? Opposite arm, opposite leg raise. And then we're gonna do, after this opposite arm, opposite leg raise, we're both gonna stay on the ground and we're gonna show you the floor exercises, floor stretching exercises. So remember, no weighted opposite arm, opposite leg raise. That's okay too. I think Star originally showed the one arm. So see, and I had to do it to kind of figure it out. Your weaker arm should actually be down, holding yourself up the first round, because that's the one that's the more stable environment. So your stronger arm should be able to come up. And if you're gonna do it for 1 minute on one round like that, your stronger arm should be down, holding your body up on the second minute. Just remember that, guys.
You also wanna, if you can, bring your knee up through the abs to engage your abs.
Take your time. Contract those muscles, guys. Extend the arm, extend the leg. Do it the other way. Extend the arm, extend the leg. Alternate sides. If you have to, you can pick the foot up off the ground too. What we're gonna do here, guys, we're gonna have you go flat on your back and we're gonna do our floor stretches. Floor stretches. Because I think our last time out, we did standing. We're gonna go on the ground. We're gonna lay on our backs. It's my favorite part of the workout, by the way, guys. We're gonna push through the heels. We're gonna lengthen the arms over the head. We're gonna stretch that whole back out. You guys should be proud of yourselves.
Excellent job.
Controlling your breathing. There's a couple of things you could do down here on the ground. What we're gonna do is first we're gonna bring the knee in. Doesn't matter which knee. I'm gonna grab my right knee. I'm gonna actually grab my left knee. Left knee. Oh, Star has her left too. So left knee in, which is very good. You can also bring that knee to the opposite shoulder, stretching the glutes. Right, feel those stretches. Minimum 20, 30 seconds, guys, minimum. You could take more time if you want to. That's if you have more time, but you get those stretches in there. Get them in there, guys. Back to the center. We're gonna stay focused on that leg. Stretch it straight out. Hands behind the back of that leg. If you can, bring the toes down towards you as you straighten out that leg. This is a tough, if you have weak hamstrings or tight hamstrings, it's gonna be hard to stretch, but do your best to stretch it. If you have to start slower or even grab a towel to help you pull on that leg, you do that. Let's bring the leg to the opposite side of the body. I love this stretch because it stretches the back out while you're down there. You can keep your arms down and then turn your head away from wherever the leg is going. Okay, guys, about 20, 30 seconds. And we're gonna alternate sides because what you do on one side, you're gonna do on the other. So we'll grab the other knee, right knee in. These actually feel good. I'm loving these stretches right now. And you guys should be loving these stretches as well. Bring the knee in, bring that knee to the opposite shoulder. If the glutes are tight, you're gonna feel them stretching, pulling, and don't pull too much. Just pull what your body's capable of doing without hurting yourselves. And again, at this point, this should feel good. Your body's warm and it's done with the workout, lengthening the leg, stretching that leg as much as you can, bringing the toes down towards your body because you'll feel the calf stretching more. And whatever you can pull, you pull on the back of that leg. I'm loving it. I'm feeling it all on the back of that leg from the calf to the hamstring. And then slowly to the opposite side of the body. You turn to the head to the opposite direction. Feel good stretches. We're gonna feel good. Once we're done, you're gonna bring that leg back down. We're gonna turn around. These next two, we're gonna go face down. If you can, face down, open the legs up a little bit, bring your big toes together. You're gonna sit on the glutes, bring those arms out in front of you. Most of you guys know this is a child's pose. One of the greatest stretches out there, guys. Shoulders back. I even feel my inner thighs stretching just by opening up my legs a little bit. Not bad, but just feels good. And that's what it should feel good to stretch, guys. You must do what we're doing here, guys. Safety, warming up, making sure you're capable of doing whatever weights you're doing for your total body, and then nice, good stretches at the end, guys. Last one here, downward dog position, where you're gonna flatten out your hands, try to flatten out your feet. If you can, straighten out the legs without locking the knees. And then if you can, you bring your chest slowly in towards the knees, controlling your breathing. You let your head relax. A lot of things stretching here, guys. Hamstrings, calves, back, shoulders, full body stretch right here. Great feeling, guys. Slowly, if you can, keep the legs straight. If not, you bend them a little bit. Work your way all the way up. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Thank you, CCF.
We look forward to seeing you here in the future and helping you guys. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask us. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.